I'm not quite awake yet, sorry. Don't know what this is. Boy, this is a warning, okay. I'll just pull a bunch of cards. Shows these. All my weird cards. My little weird gamey cards. Where's my... Get this deck. I'm not liking how this is looking. This is... okay. And that came out so fast I can't even... Oh. So like that. Starlinks. Oh God, I don't... I literally don't have enough coffee for this. Okay, Starlinks, whatever. Let's go. Wolf in sheep's clothing here, huh? Shocked. Breath in reverse, lion in reverse. Something posing as justice, something presenting itself as some sort of a protector. What are these? Why, Delaware? Picnic on Angel Island. I've never even been close to Delaware, but it says first state. Is that true? Oh my God. It's the Diamond State. So if this isn't like a political thing, it's a wolf in sheep's clothing presenting it to you. Yeah, it's presenting itself to you as a soulmate, as a protector, as... I mean, if you've been dating someone and they proposed this week and you got a weird feeling about it, let me show you these cards, okay? If this is socio-political or whatever, just take that as it resonates as a metaphor. Oh, someone had a question about something I had said on my other long video. Feel free to ask me any questions. Just type them below. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. Run, Delaware, a picnic on Angel Island. To me, sometimes this indicates where someone wants to send ya. You know, take a trip to Angel Island. Run. But... and then we got crocodile. So who you're dealing with is a crocodile. Breath in reverse. They would have an explosive temper, maybe. They pop off at the littlest thing or a moment's notice. This is not someone who doesn't have a record already of questionable behavior, okay? with a Eight of Swords in the Tower. So this could be a devastating loss to you, your stability, and your ability to take your pick with the roads you take in your life from this point on. Okay, so if we're still talking a relationship, flag. They don't have a red flag card, so can I just pretend like that's red? Can I just pretend like this is red flag? Yeah. We're gonna go only so by the book. Okay, my name is Roger and I like to paint trees. This is someone who's been working on you for some time in perpetuating a false philosophy, religious belief where you have to surrender who you are. I'm just going to go with what I'm getting, that you have to take on a new persona or a different name, but it's not like transformative, it's like culty. It could be that they have some sort of a retreat and it's not actually everything that it appears to be. So, sex worker and character. Escort. A sex worker is usually a woman who has sexual relations for money. There are also male escorts whose sex partners are usually same sex, attracted with character. Character is not inherited. It is shaped by such things as desires, experience, knowledge, environment, and ideals. All these qualities make, and I cut the rest off for a character. Tall tale to toy. They told you a tall tale to toy with you because they're a little lizard, because they're a little iguana. It was not brave. Or if this is like political, there's some tall tales being told here by iguana crocodiles, but it's kind of the usual suspects here, a wolf in sheep's clothing. It could be an olive branch of peace that is offered, which is nothing of the sort. Okay, so Starlinks, they're trying to push you to make a decision. So if this is someone you're dating and all of a sudden they're showing up with the ring and you already have a feeling, let's talk about what is the tall tale that they told you. Chinatown, Fort Tunston in the zoo, Lombard Street. So used books and stuff. Okay. If this is just literal and it's going to be just more of the same and it's not so serious, the ring that they're going to give you is not new. It's not real. It's used. They got it cheap somewhere in San Francisco. Chinatown is hit or miss. Like, you've got the real jewelers in there, and they don't mess around. And then you got the ones on the corners that are like, hey, no, come here first to buy my crap. So, I'm guessing that whoever this was didn't make it to the real jewelers and the good stores in the inner streets by the good restaurants. So it's going to be more of the same. And they don't care. And if you have a problem with that, then you can kick rocks. But they won't tell you that until you're already sort of at their mercy. Yeah, this is not the new start you were looking for. This is not the peace treaty that they're pretending it is. It's not the agreement that they've already made agreements with. Let me pull some cards here. What's the tall tale specifically? But if that's not it, if it is a little bit more serious, then it ain't real. You didn't buy it like that. Okay. I'm guessing it has something to do with a sex worker, right? Like, probably guess where that's going. What's up with the... First of all, what's with the that? Okay. Okay. This person has a caveman mentality, and that caveman mentality is what they have chosen. They've chosen to be that way. They're like belligerently forceful with being a strategic liar and a cheater. They enjoy that about themselves. It makes them feel in control. Okay. And that is going to drive your relationship for the rest of this relationship. And if this is socioeconomic, we're talking about someone who's okay with slavery. We're talking about someone who... What does this mean? They cut their teeth on bondage, on like a sort of unspoken caste system, a sort of unspoken slavery system. Ends justify the means, but I'm going to do everything I can to come off like a voice of reason, a voice of authority, like I'm a neutral party. And there's no neutral party here, with Breath, Lion in reverse, and Wolf upright. This is not polite society, but it might dress like that. This is a secret, strategic declaration of war. This "we're all in it together" is garbage. I mean, I see that even within the military of this own country. This country that I live in right now, that I stand in right now. So it's a lot of third parties with their own interests here, and there is no fortification. If this is a relationship, it's full of gaping holes and cracks. The water's seeping out already. There won't be anything left for you. And it's going to be more of the same. So no, do not accept that ring. If it's bigger than that, no, do not accept this apology or this explanation. This needs to be the taking off of the rose-colored glasses with a finality here. The wolf in sheep's clothing is presenting itself as sheep so that it can walk amongst the sheep and devour them as it feels it should. It's a predatory way of life, and that ain't going anywhere. If that's not it, we are talking about a king of swords, so they're a tyrant. There is no justice. There is no changing their mind. So what do you do about it? Today, tomorrow, next week. Would this be used against this beautiful country? Absolutely it would. For the highest bidder. Today, tomorrow, next week. Okay. So, if this is a person, they understand programming and they understand sort of a mind control, Pied Piper, putting the masses to sleep with media. I don't know. Okay, this is so random. I really wish I had coffee right now. So bad. I'm sorry. Predictive programming, okay? So there's going to be a lot of predictive programming. So it's recommended that all of us stay away from big blockbuster Hollywood movies. We stay away from television. We stay away from television in general because it emits a frequency that puts us to sleep. Okay, when you hear like people talking about conspiracies like that, that's real. They know what they're doing. They done this before. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Okay, so it's just a matter of us remembering that that's how it works. And so if this is a relationship, it's a matter of you just remembering that that's how it goes, and it's literally just a moment for you to kind of realize that maybe your love story, oh my god, hold on, this is upsetting. This is really upsetting. Hold on. Okay. If this is a relationship, yeah, this person this is not a loving person. This is just someone who wants to control you, invade you, come in, present themselves. Ooh. Okay. Present themselves. I swear the weirdest thing just happened. Okay, anyway. Present themselves as a soulmate, as an ally, as an unbiased party, as a friend. But they see the world as something to exploit. They see women as something to exploit. So if this is a relationship, you'll be dealing with them paying sex workers and being more devoted to them than they ever could be to you. Okay? If that's not it, it's like they want to turn this place into their own private brothel. Like, that's how they see it. That's how they see the world. That's where they are right now. And that's how all of them get. Because they start to embody that Solomon archetype, which ends up in madness, disease, war, casualty, and just insanity. Okay, there's always black magic and sacrifice. Okay, so you see these practitioners of voodoo or whatever, okay? And kill a goat here, some chickens there. These ones sacrifice on a mass scale, which is why I always say war is theater. I always say politics is theater. Really. It's turtles all the way down. And I know that from experience. Ain't nothing new under the sun, and it's always the same kind of usual suspects popping up to try and run the world. And they have really great PR teams. And they have really great surgeons. You know? and personal chefs and clothiers. And you know what they've been doing all this time is trying to figure out how to enslave us all when the world goes to hell and they have to go to their underground bunkers. Okay, they got the bunkers. They got everything set up. What they've been trying to figure out is how to enslave us and make us subservient to them in these bunkers for the end times. Although that's just not how it's gonna go for them. But there's no reason to play along with their little game. Okay, so if you're still with me and this is a relationship and this is someone you've been dating and it's really weird and there's all this kind of... So they would look up to walking demons like Mr. Starlinks himself, or that idiot that was trying to pimp women out in Romania. What's his name? Oh my God. Andrew Tate? Yeah, I recognize him. Oh, I recognize him. Yes. Okay. It's all the usual suspects. So what you need to do is just sort of see the crocodile for what it is. If this is a relationship, you see the crocodile for what it is. If those are the kind of people that they're looking up to. Like for the people that think that the rat race is still going, they have a very rude awakening ahead for them. So you don't want to be a part of that. Do not give one more inch of time or control to that kind of energy, to that kind of mentality, to that machine. It's never enough. It's never, ever, ever enough. Okay? Oh yeah. Avoid movies. Avoid blockbusters. Avoid media. It gets in whether we like it or not. They know what they're doing. There's always beautiful artists making independent movies, music. Like I can't even listen to K-pop anymore. It's like, really? Are you guys really doing that? Is that really what you're doing right now? Really? Yeah, I know, but they learned it from Hollywood too. They learned it from Hollywood. So I learned it by watching you. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay? Okay. So if this is like political, it could be that there's a concession that needs to be made. Okay, so we need you and everyone that has anything to do with you out, off, far. But, okay, we'll stay out of that little one territory. Okay, we'll give you that. Something like that. And then, yeah, cut ties and really just fortify what is yours to fortify. It's not policing the world. It's not policing your entire neighborhood, okay, or your entire extended family, if you're the type that's very protective. It's not that, okay? It's protecting yourself. It's calling in sick for a week and realizing that this relationship isn't what you thought it was. And that's sad. And if you have a pure heart, it's always going to hurt. So if anything's lost, it might be a sort of youthful naivety. But that leads to abundance. It's all good. It's not bad. Okay, so it's like, oh, they don't really love me, which is sad. But then you wake up and you're like, oh, now I can go find my real soulmate. Now I can go find my real allies. Now I can really prosper. Okay, and oh yeah, this is a time for rest. You're actually in a really beautiful position of being able to choose a path, being able to fortify what's yours, stand up for yourself, really protect yourself, your heart, your soul, your assets, your natural resources from predators like this with the apocalyptic apocalyptic mindset where they've already succumbed to the predictive programming in a lot of the superhero movies back in the day, where they used all the lights and the flashing and the sounds and everyone thinks they're Batman. So if you can avoid all of that, the lights, the flashing, the programming, okay, and if I'm kind of preaching to the choir right now and you already know, it's just something to look out for while you rest. It's like you cut ties, you cry about it, you get the paperwork, set up, or if you're not quite there for the paperwork yet, you just rest, you keep yourself fed, you make sure you're getting sleep. Because there is a decision that needs to be made for you, and you're like never looking back. And okay, I see that for what it is right now. So first comes a sort of a realization and the heartbreak that comes with being stabbed in the back, and to see that human beings can be so malicious to other human beings. It's a little bit disturbing, it's a little bit upsetting, but, the world still turns. Tomorrow's another day, and you wake up brighter and stronger with pride in yourself that you do not have to suck up to despots or tyrants wearing neckties. With this want to believe. Okay, so that has a lot to do with the disclosure that's coming up. And I kind of got a message like, all right, you can talk about this now. And I'm like, yeah, y'all are cute. Y'all are cute. Yeah, no, I'm not going to tell y'all's story. I'm going to tell my story. You ain't going to like it. Right. Okay, it's that sort of thing. So, stay away from media right now, because they are going to come in with false disclosure. Okay, they've been talking about this for 25 years. This is an old plan. It's an old plan. It was like a 5,000-year-old plan. Okay. So, be really happy that you spotted it before it was too late. And it cuts out a lot of the waste as far as time. Watch out for this crap that's coming up right now, okay? Anything that has ever been has always been. Nothing's changing. Nothing's new. Watch out for false flags. Is that what this is? Instead of a red flag, it's a false flag, okay? Excuses to go to war, excuses to wipe everyone out, excuses to get everybody on giant mothership-looking things and just send them out into space so that they can just literally take over the world. I mean, that's one of their plans. Don't get on any giant motherships that look like cruise ships, but they're up in the air, okay? Don't do that. This is not your mate. This is someone who's trying to mate with you so that they can have fresh blood in their bunker underground, okay? That's really how they're thinking. They're going to use this to their advantage. Watch out for that. We need to really be honest with that. My country needs to really be honest with that. But this is about having pride. Standing up for what's right. Okay? This is about having integrity in yourself, even if no one else does in the greater scale. Or in your community. That means you need to leave. That means you need to go. That means they need to go. Yeah. It's very important for you to maintain peace. For you to maintain a functional community. Okay, so this means protecting the children. Protecting the innocence of the next generations. And not seeing it as ours, but theirs. That's not the mentality here. It's the exact opposite of the mentality here. Okay, and I don't want to get into that, but if this is a relationship, I mean, this is the decision to walk away. This is just the decision to not take the hand of the devil as he walks you into hell. It's a hell that he's walking into, he doesn't know he's walking into. But let's not walk down that road with him, because it could be completely disastrous. It could put you in a position that you can't get out of. Right now, you can get out of this. You can wiggle out. You can take off whatever rose-colored glasses are there. Whatever binding is there is superficial. And right now, you have the time and the energy and the mind to say no. I see what that is. I see that for what it is. I see you for who you are. And you're going to be in defense mode. In defense mode. You get your war paint on, okay? You get your war paint on right now. And you let them know that you're a mountain up. Regulators. It was a clear black night. Just kidding. You know how it goes. No, you're not about to get eaten up, used, abused, or married up and thrown in a closet. None of that. None of that is happening. None of it. Bottom line here. So you're resting. You're giving yourself time to grieve this betrayal. You're going to give yourself how much time? I'm going to say 5 weeks or 5 days, depending on what this is. Okay? There's a puppet master behind the scenes there that it's kind of heartbreaking for you to see, but you absolutely are capable of seeing it. There is no courage. There is no protection. There is no allyship. Deception, 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 slaves, underground bunkers, bigga bada boom. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Hell no. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to sleep in, to get naps, to be around the friends that you know trust you, your soul family, your soul tribe, if that is what it is. If that's not it, it's your family. It's nurturing yourself, your daily bread, your spiritual nutrition. It's like that's your advantage here. Your advantage is that they think they're smarter. That's an advantage. It's your advantage that they think they understand spirituality, but it's just black magic. That's your advantage. So have pride in yourself, what you know, and have pride in who you are. Because this is actually a blessing in disguise in the biggest way, this. It might be embarrassing publicly. If that's it, you can handle it. But you can only really handle it if you're taking care of yourself, the children. You're building up that fortification after you give yourself the time to grieve, rest. After you've said goodbye and you've walked away from that devil for good. Maintaining peace, maintaining stability, true loyalty. And there's none of that here with that wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, so yeah. If it walks like a lizard and it talks like a crocodile, it's probably a lizard, okay? Keep your defenses up. Don't let anyone in. This is a place in your mind where you see it for what it is. You don't accept excuses. You don't accept lies, and you don't take them back. And you don't forgive and forget and allow them to make excuses for themselves. This is going to be public is kind of what I'm getting. It's going to be public. It could be very embarrassing. So give yourself time to rest. Drink extra water. Stay sober, okay, unapproachable, austere if you need to, while still loving yourself. Getting that nutrition, getting that rest. Surrounding yourself with comfort. Physical comfort, luxury, if you have a refined sense of style or you're sensitive, indulge yourself in that. Okay, don't feel like you have to tough this out is kind of what I'm getting here. You don't have to tough this out as far as your own health, wealth, and strength, and stability and safety. Okay. Really be on the defensive, because that's really what it is. They might come try to pass themselves off, even as far as bloodline, like a lion, like the lynx, like the sphinx. But they're just a little iguana trying to sneak in. Okay. Nice try. LOL. LOL, okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there. You got this. I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe for more content. Turn on your notifications if you want to see this. And I'll see you for the next one, all right? Bye-bye.